What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're here. Thanks for joining me in this video. So hopefully you guys are having a good weekend so far. I want to share with you guys some of the progress I've been making during the weekend. Obviously there's a lot of things going on. We got a bunch of events for the fusion, as well as a brand new Centrano City rotation, and we have this very awesome free artifact enhancement free artifact removal event that lines up perfectly with the City of Centrano's rotation. So it looks like Plarium is probably looking to do some of this free artifact removal event that lining up with Centrano's maybe more regularly. They've done it the last two rotations, I believe, and it's been well received, so I think they're happy to keep it, hopefully. I would maybe suggest to them that they would add another one near the end of the month, maybe the last week, just to give people a chance to regear to try to complete some of the later stages as well, because in the beginning it's not very hard, and having a couple of days for the removal doesn't really make a difference. I recommend everybody take a look at the Cursed City if you guys are interested in doing it. Look at some of the harder stages where you feel you might get stuck. For example, I'll take a look at this stage, and then I'll have a look at the roster that I have available for myself. And then during this event, I would probably mark some of these champions to be geared up properly so that you don't have to gear them up later. Pretty good idea, right? So make sure you guys do that as a little bit of homework if you guys want to save a couple million silver along the way. So for example, here, I'll look here. It seems like most of these champions are pretty geared out on my account, except for my Basher. So since my Basher has all the stars, I might maybe be tempted to use him, put him in my team, but I know he's not geared out, so I'll look to gear him out during this event to save myself, a little bit of silver along the way. All right, so that's just a quick little pointer there from me. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what I've been working on for this weekend. Mainly PvP stuff. My last videos, I wasn't very positive about the blessing update and all that stuff, but you know what, life goes on. We have to keep moving forward, and for me, I'm just going to try to do the best I can do for my account. So it was a good opportunity, especially with this free gear removal event, to spend some time, go through the optimizers, look through some of my builds, maybe level up some gear, which is perfect because we did have the artifact enhancement event happening right now. You can see from my points, I definitely went over my artifact enhancement. It's okay, I have tons of silver, but I did go over. I don't really like doing that, but I had lots of gear that I wanted to roll, especially for my champions when I'm re-gearing them. Alright, so I'm going to go over a couple of key champions that I was working on. It does take me a while to re-gear stuff because I like to look through a ton of my options for the optimizer. It takes me a while. Also, I like to not move gear as much if I can help it, so I want to make sure they're basically built for every area that I use them in. So first, I have Lady Mikage here. I didn't really do too much for her. I basically just tuned her up a little bit. Her overall stats, she didn't lose much of anything. She gained a little bit of speed. She gained about 6 or 7 speed. Everything else basically stayed the same, but the big thing was I juggled some of the gear around from my fastest champion and my fastest gears to make her this way. In terms of her blessing, it's still going to be polymorph. She only has a 2-star going on, but polymorph works pretty well for her because she does have accuracy, so no real changes there. Not going to change her masteries for now. I'm actually pretty low on gems and stuff, so I'm not going to do anything that requires extra resources, especially during the fusion right now. So that's my plan. My Teras, I haven't really changed anything on him. His build is as good as it can be at this moment. I didn't even use like bigger glyphs on him yet. I'm waiting for CVC to do that. In terms of blessings, I still have him with War of the Fallen. I think I'm going to change him to polymorph, just because he is 6-star, and it is Teras, so he doesn't usually have insane pressure against him, like in terms of staying alive. I want to change his masteries up a little bit. I think I might take Life Drinker on him, because I find that he does get low once in a while, and he has no way of recovering. So it is nice to have maybe a Life Drinker. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments below. I pulled a 6-star Gaius not too long ago. I'm gearing him up kind of for fun. I'm not going to take him too seriously for live arena or anything like that, but you never know, he might squeeze into a live arena team here or there. Here's my Rotos. His gear is basically the same. I added maybe one glyph somewhere, but it doesn't make any noticeable difference. I like his, like, he's very good right now. I'm very happy. I went with the faster build, 279, instead of the slower build with 255 and an extra 700 attack. So I went with a faster build instead of more attack and 250 speed. Same thing here. I'll probably take polymorph on him as well, since he is 6-star, so no accuracy is needed. Mastery is going to keep him the same for now, so happy with his build. What else was UDK was one of the champions that got hurt by the blessing. I lost like 50 resistance on him, so that hurt him a bit. But right now he's in the best build that he can be. I'm just gonna leave him as is. My Harima, sorry, I know some people in the comments just put me on the grill for saying her name, but Harima, again, she's in the best build that she can be for my account. So she has, yeah, basically for the stats that I have her in, she is in the best defensive gear that I have on my whole account. So until I get like a better banner, my banner is like absolute garbage, like it's terrible. I can't get a better banner. I mean, yeah, I put 10,000 gems into Spider like not too long ago. Like I didn't even get a single defense banner, so yeah, it's tough. But yeah, she's good. Sometimes I feel like she doesn't hit hard enough. Obviously it is what it is. She just doesn't. In terms of War of the Fallen, I think it's fine. There's no real need to change her to polymorph. She has no accuracy and it's not 6-star or anything like that, so I think War of the Fallen is pretty fine. So moving on, Wukong, I did change up his build a little bit. He's a little bit slow, but there's a couple speed stats that are not fully, you know, they don't have big rolls on them. I think this one has a 2, this one has a 3, this one has a 3. So yeah, I want to bump up his speed a little bit. 249 is a little bit slow even for Wukong, but he's one of those champions that kind of works with it. Like, look, I'm using a rare banner. Yeah, it's, you know, these are the best gears I got, right? So I'm just trying to make do with what I got. This one's gonna be a nice glove when I get the proper ascendant roll here. That's a pretty good glove, I guess. Yeah, he's good. It's good damage. Okay, I'm happy with his build. Moving on, I didn't touch Necrit, so Necrit stays the same. Sifi, I rebuilt my Sifi. She's currently my fastest champion on my account. If I fully glyph her out, she'd be like 420. You know, obviously very special number, but I don't have max glyphs. I don't have that many max glyphs, so I can't fully max her out. So right now she's at 413. She's my fastest champion. In terms of stat distribution, I mean, this is the best I got. I would love for less defense, more HP, but just the way the gear falls on her. Like, look at this glove. I have to use flat defense. But yeah, she's not very tanky, which kind of sucks. My accessories, not super great. Star defense, 6-star HP with ascended crit damage. But right now I don't have the resources to invest into Shogun or Sand Devil for more rolls. 5-piece protection here. Without protection set, I can go to before low 420s, I think. But with protection, fine. Only 25% chance of placing the protected buff. I was using a 6-piece, but I dropped the 6-piece and I gained 25 speed. So I think that's a okay trade for me. Warlord, didn't touch Warlord. He's in the best gear possible for my account, so not gonna get touched until I start rolling quad speed rolls or something, which probably isn't gonna happen. Rhonda wasn't touched. Leave her there, and I'm gonna debut my Georgian here. But Georgian I did build out. I think I'm happy with this build. He doesn't hit super hard. I don't have a very good accessory. Like, look at this banner. This is the best banner I have. Yeah, I just don't have anything better. I mean, this is a good ring. Triple attack, reaction with ascended attack. Good ring. It's a pretty good amulet, but my banner is just total garbage. Rest of the build I think is pretty okay. Phantom Touch seems okay. He has a multi-hitters on his on his kit. And yeah, 270 speed. I wanted him to be at least this speed with more power. I want to try to get him to 4-star and leave it at that. I think most nukers you probably get him to 4-star and leave him. Supports you want to get him to at least 5-star and then ideally 6-star to get the polymorph. But yeah, right now I think nukers to 4-star is a must. So I want to get him up to 4-star. I did rebuilds. Leo's not going to get used in a lot of places, but PvE, him and Ethos clean up like Doom Tower waves and all that stuff, so they're fun tag team. My Arbiter, so actually my Arbiter was my fastest champion before I regeared everybody. She was 403, but now she actually gained a bunch of speed. She's 411 because of these protection accessories. So now that opened up the extra set bonus speed, plus 12 speed here. So I ended up getting that. I'm just very lucky, to have the protection accessories. So yeah, so I shuffled some gear around. So now I have two 400 speed champions. It's great for like 3v3 and stuff like that. Now you have two proper speed teams. And then obviously I can use Arbiter in like live arena and stuff, but honestly I don't use Arbiter very often just because she can't really take a hit. Yeah, she's not like super fast. Like, some people's Yumikos are probably faster than my Arbiters. Not a guarantee that she goes first. So yeah, but pretty happy to have two 400 speed champions. Yeah, Python I did rebuild a little bit, switched some gear around, sped him up about 30 speed, kept most of the stats about the same. So I wanted him to be faster than most of my nukers so that he can at least cleanse and then get them going. So he's one of the champions there. So yeah, most of the champions I focus on are in PvP, but I basically rebuilt most of my PvP roster. My Torment I've basically fully rebuilt. The accuracy is a little low for my liking, but I like his offensive stats here. It's a little bit slow as well, but he does work with his passive. Jeep is a easy blessing for him. What else? Did that, and then Helikath. Helikath is the hardest champion to build because I don't have damage gear for this speed that I want to invest in him. I could make a 4-piece stone, 4-piece lethal, but he would be much slower and probably give up about 50 crit damage. Like this one is crit damage, actually a decent amulet, but definitely good. He'll eventually probably get into lethal 4-piece stone skin, and then this is like HP. Didn't bother rolling this up, but you can see like some of the rolls are just horrendous. But yeah, so far we'll see. He's not gonna be insane. He's still gonna be a support champion, not so much DPS, but he's quick enough to be a support champion, I think. In terms of champions that I'm still looking to build, Ragash. I don't have a good enough gear to make him like live arena viable. I'll gear him out just because obviously he's still really good for like speeding up faction wars, and if there's any level in Cintranos, he'll speed it up as well. He's just a good champion. Who else am I looking to probably build out? There's a couple nukers here that I haven't built out, like Quintus, Vlad. I took some gear from. Like Tunisia is using some super old build, so I'll probably change her up. Herndig, I'll finish off his build as well. Cupidus. So I got a lot of champions that don't have gear that I want to gear out. But basically I wanted to focus on my PvP champions first. So that's going to be it for the video. I just want to show you guys what I've been working on. So obviously a lot of champions were being built. It takes me a lot of time, so but yeah, there's definitely more work here to be done. But this is the fun part of the game, and when it costs no silver, it's even better. So anyways guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys have been working on this weekend for this free gear removal event, And yeah, let me know how everything is going. Hopefully you guys have a great end to the weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one.